go do so. Make sure that gets done, otherwise you cannot run. See, the lanes are so empty. Kyle Frost is already back up for a second hit. That is how quickly you can go around. You don't have to wait. Mr. Wilde over in the right lane in that Roadster S10. Thunder Valley Racer made the trip over to Cedar Falls. Left lane trips it off, 488 with a 4, 004 on the tree. Best light of the night so far. Isaac trips it off, 571 with a 9, 30 up front. Travis Prochaska, left lane, lining up with Scott Deo. Again, test and tune will take you to 3 and 4, test and tune 3 and 4. Lanes are pretty much empty. We'd like to keep cars going down the track, keep the track good for the Ghost Racers tonight as they compete for $2,000. hole 15s on the tree. Travis trips it off 486 with a 4 at 141 mile an hour. Scott Dale cut it early to run 520 with an 8 at 111. Right lane's got a little bit of work to do up front, but trips it off at 582 with a 6 at 118 mile an hour. All right, it is 6:47. So, Ghost Race participants, you are being put on standby. So, if you are in the Ghost Race and you have not checked in at the front gate, your time to do so is running out. So again, Ghost Race participants, for your round 1, you are on standby. So please go check in at the front gate if you have not done so. Gary Waffholtz in that Mustang trips it off 475 with a 6, 146 mile an hour. Phil Bryant making another trip down. Phil, 12 up front. Trips it at 580 with 1 at 118 mile an hour. Cal Frost back in the left lane on his third pass for the night. Dave Schmidt, right-hand lane, coming to us from Rock Falls. Looks like he's got plenty of event winners for Rock Falls and Grove Creek on that car. Again, Ghost Race participants, you are on standby. Test and tune, lanes 3 and 4. And Ghost Race participants, this is one of your final calls. If you have not registered at the front gates yet, you need to do so now. All right, 6:55. So with that, we're going to put out first call for the Ghost Race to 1 and 2. Ghost Race lanes 1 and 2. This is your first call for the 7 o'clock start for the Ghost Race. So Ghost Race lanes 1 and 2. This is your first call. Who says you can't make 4 passes within a half hour? Kyle Frost back up here again. 4th pass within that half hour. Test and tune will still take you to 3 and 4. Ghost Race will take you to 1 and 2. Test and tune will take you to 3 and 4. Ghost Race take you to 1 and 2. So again, Ghost Race will take you to 1 and 2. Test and tune lanes 3 and 4. Ghost Race 1 and 2. Test and tune lanes 3 and 4. If you are pulling up for test and tune, you might have to sit for just a little bit while we go through the first round of the Ghost Race, but we'll still take you to 3 and 4.
All right, a little bit of spray and drag. There is a little bit of debris on the top end of the track. We're going to get that picked up and then have just one little test hit here on the computer to make sure we have everything set right for the Ghost Race. Again, powered by McGraw Road Clearing. So thanks to Robert and Angela over at McGraw Road Clearing for putting up the $2,000 to win. Again, no time hits, no time slips, no information whatsoever on your car. It's just dial it the best you can and hope that at the end your green light comes on.
All right, first pair out for the Ghost Race. Got Reno Olafholtz dialed in at a 503. Going against Ron McGee and the dragster, dialed 479. Again, you will not see their dial, you will not see any information. Yeah, they're trusting us to dial them accurately. Because we have also turned off the time slip app, so you cannot even look up what they did. The time slip app is off. Everything is off. Good luck, guys. Good luck trying to find information, because you won't. And I was instructed not to announce what they do. Just say who won and go yay or nay. I'm not even going to say advantage, because then they could use that information later on if they had a good light or not. So they're both in. They're off. One light going to McGee. And I literally have no information on the screen. I couldn't tell you if I wanted to. Jason Wheeler going against Dan Osero. Jason Wheeler in the left lane in that Camaro. Weiler. Wheeler, Weiler, same thing. Same thing. It's all good. Jason dialed in that car, 627. Dan, 517, going to be chasing him down. Again, you will not see what they ran. You will not see their dial. You cannot look it up on the app, so put your phones away. This is some time for no technology. Good old fun at the racetrack. Give the win light to Jason. Jason moving on to round number 2. With a blank for the reaction time and a blank for the ET. Jared Burtis, left lane, pulled up against Jamie Schmidt in the right in that Mustang. I tell you who's getting chased down, but when you got a dragster going against a pro car, it's the dragster going to be doing the chasing 100% of the time. How about this on a Thursday night, tech free, no phones, have some fun. They're off. Jamie trips it red by, I don't know. Jared goes green, gets it done. Moving on to round 2. Jamie dripping a little bit of fluid there on the starting line, but just a little bit. Just a wee bit. It's okay. They'll get it fixed. They'll shove some paper towels in it or something. Yeah, that's Dustin Wells right there. Engine, diaper, paper towels. He did that at Humboldt. Remember that? Had a frost plug fall out, and he goes, water pump went out. And he goes, just get me some pig mats. We'll call it good. Left lane, Travis Smiley taking on Tracy Birch in the right. Tracy Birch in the Firebird. Travis Smiley in the Camaro. 7 numbers separate them up front, but I'm not going to tell you which. You'll have to figure that on your own. Advantage going to, I don't know. I hear ripping, and I see a win light for Tracy Birch getting it done. He was out of the 548. He runs the something. He was close enough to win. I heard a rip. but I don't know who ripped it. Gene Milton lined up against Mark Scribner. Scribner has a 677 on the board. Gene 653. You guys are putting a lot of faith in Justin to get your dial-ins right. Because if you don't have crosstalk and you can't check the apps and everything else, you're just trusting wholeheartedly in him. Yeah. Yeah, Justin saw that light and he started laughing. It shows up on his screen, but not mine. So, yeah, Mark was in some trouble, but Gene gets it done. Moving around too. Allie House in the left, lined up against Robert Ingman. Allie in the Lew's Hot Rod Shop S10. Dialed in at a 629. Robert dialed to 658. Robert trips it red, giving that one light over to Allie. Robert cuts it early due to the red. Allie moving on to round number 2. Mike Hinch in the Lucas Oil powered dragster, dialed in at 490. He'll be taking on Owen Drake. Owen dialed in at 648. Don't know if that's a new paint job for Mike or if that's a new dragster, but it looks good. Nice color blue on there. Owen in the car that he's always in, that goes around wherever he goes, rounds wherever he goes. They're in. Owen trips it red. Hands the win over to Mike. Mike takes the time hit for no reason. It's not like he knows what he ran. Although you guys got data. You guys got data logs and everything. You might be able to figure it out. Us silly people are here in the tower thinking that we're making it where you guys don't know what you're going to run, but you guys got computers. Pretty sure the Fuel Tech has a system that can figure it out for you. Up on the line, we got Jock Nicholson. Battle of the Square Body S10s. He's lined up against Ernie Scheip. Ernie did pretty good last weekend. Jock ran bottom bulb, I'm pretty sure, in the other S10 that they got. Again, test and tune. Test and tune will take you to 3 and 4 as we work our way through the ghost race here. So test and tune will take you to 3 and 4 still. Lanes are still open for you. Fair green light. They're heading down. Give the win to Ernie. I don't know who did what, but I never saw the front end drop. Arnie Oles running away. Gets it done. Jeff Burtis, left lane. Jay Larson in the right. Jeff in a good looking wagon. Jay in one of them funny looking stretched out door cars. Jay dialed in at 502, going to be chasing down Jeff, dialed in at 588. Clean and green. Give it to Jay. Casey Joe Garrett and the dragster lined up against Mike Castile. Castile in that gorgeous wagon. Casey Joe in the dragster. She's got the IHRA Top Fuel Harley winner, Jordan Peterson, making sure she's good to go. It's a good thing her reaction times aren't going to pop up, because Jordan's been absolutely killing it on a Top Fuel Harley. So if Casey misses it, Jordan would have to let her know. Mike Castile goes red, though, gives that win light over to Casey Joe. Casey Joe moving in round 2. We got the king here at Cedar Falls Motorsports Park, Nick Gaines, lined up against Levi Cordes. Nick gonna try to make Levi bow down to the king here at Cedar Falls Motorsports Park. And if you see that helmet that Nick's wearing, that's his crown. Won that when he won King of the Track here last year. Levi going to be chasing Nick down by just a little bit. Clean and green, away they go. Levi gets it done. Says, I don't care if Nick is the king. Jerry Burtis, right lane, lined up against Cabron Jackson. Cabron Jackson, the Pro ET Race of Champions winner. At the NHRA Division 5 ET Finals. Cabron dialed in a 612. Jerry dialed in 499. I don't know what Cabron got, but it looked good on that tree. I can't get it done though. Jerry Moving on to round 2 in the dragster. Again, test and tune will take you. We're going to be pulling out here shortly. Again, test and tune. Take you to 3 and 4. We've only got one pair left in the lanes. And then we're going to go back to you. Shane Boney, left lane. Aaron Milton in the right. Shane going to be chasing Aaron down. Clean and green. Going down to the 8th. Give it to Aaron. Who's down to 582. That was good enough to get it done. Mark Junker lined up against Mad Mel Knott. Mel Knott getting the win light. Mark trips it red. Nick Engler, who literally pulled in about 5 minutes ago. Last week's no box winner and runner-up, Saturday and Sunday, lined up against Ben Burr on the bike. I don't know if he's the only bike on property this weekend, but it'd probably be a pretty safe bet. Ben Burr is going to be chasing Nick down. Yeah. They weren't separated by that much in Dial, but they were separated by quite a bit when they left. I'm not supposed to say what they got for reaction time, but we'll just say that Nick was good. Nick was like really good on the tree there. Nick did what Nick does. All right, back to test and tune. So again, test and tune, lanes 3 and 4. If you want to make a couple hits tonight, you are more than welcome to do so, because you only get one tomorrow, and that'll be your only time hit for the weekend. And then if you got beat in first round and you want to actually see what you're running and where your lights are at, you can get some testing in tonight also. So again, if you got beat in the first round, you can go ahead and test for the rest of the night. Travis goes 009, cuts it early. Ghost race. Ghost race will take you back up into 1 and 2. Round 2 for the ghost race to 1 and 2. Test and tune will still take you to 3 and 4, but ghost race, this is your call. Round 2, 1 and 2. Again, Ghost Race. Ghost Race will take you to 1 and 2. Ghost Race 1 and 2 for round number 2. Test and tune, you are still welcome to 3 and 4. But Ghost Race, round number 2, lanes 1 and 2. And Nick Angler will take you to lane 0. You're our potential wait and see buy. There should not be one, but just in case something happened to somebody, we'll take you to lane 0 as a potential wait and see buy. Nick Angler. Again, Ghost Race, round number 2 to 1 and 2. Nick Angler will take it to 0 as a potential wait and see buy. Ghost race round number 2. We're missing one of you. Ghost race round number 2. We're missing one of you. You can't be just giving Nick Angler an easy buy run into round number 3. So we're missing one. We got 15 of you on the lanes. We should have 16. There's the last ghost race entry. So we're going to do a little bit of drag and spray before we get into round number 2. Again, test and tune if you still want to make some hits. Take you up into 3 and 4. We'll run through the ghost race before we come back to you. So if you want a front row seat of the ghost race, just pull up into 3 and 4. All right, round number 2 for the ghost race. We got Ron McGee lined up against Tracy Birch. Ron McGee. Ron. Rob? It's Rob. Rob and the dragster lined up 479 going against Tracy Birch 547. Alrighty, Joe Garrett lined up against Ernie Shipe. Casey Joe in the dragster dialed 480. Ernie dialed 625. Again, test and tune, test and tune. Feel free to make your way up to 3 and 4. If you're out of competition in the ghost race, you can test for the rest of the night. Casey trips it red, giving the win over to Ernie. Ernie moving in around number 3. Mike Hinch, left lane, run against Jerry Burtis. Couple of dragsters lined up. Mike dialed in a 489. Jerry dialed in 498. Again, test and tune. Test and tune will take you to 3 and 4. We got the last pair for the ghost race in the water. Clean and green, away they go. Mike Hinch gets it done, moving around number 3. Aaron Milton chasing down Nick Angler. Give it to Aaron Milton. Moving on into round number 3. Nick Angler ends his chase for $2,000 in round number 2. So we're going to go back into test and tune. So if you want to make another test hit or several, and you just want to hot lap it, bring it on up into 3 and 4. The new potential buy for the ghost race is 3906. 3906 is the new potential buy, which there should not be one, but just in case, because you never know, things happen. Ghost Race round 3 will take you to 1 and 2. Ghost Race round 3, 1 and 2. With potential buy, pull into lane 0. Test and tune 3 and 4. So Ghost Race 1 and 2. Potential buy was lane 0. Again, Ghost Race round 3 will take you. Ghost Race round 3 will take you to 1 and 2. I got 7 of you. Missing 1. Believe it's Mike Hinch. Test and tune, you can still make some passes yet tonight. We'll take you to 3 and 4. Test and tune, 3 and 4. Test and tune, 3 and 4. Round 3 for the ghost race will take you to 1 and 2. We got 7. We're missing 1. Gonna do a little spray and drag before we go into round number 3 for the ghost race. So if you are not up here yet, you are almost late. We're gonna do a little prep. There's our last one. So we got all 8 for round 3 for the ghost race. So again, we're gonna spray and drag a little bit. And we'll run round number 3 for the ghost race. round number 3 for the Ghost Race. Here we go. Gene Milton, left lane, lined up against Ernie Scheip. Ernie Scheip dials 624. We're going to be chasing Gene down, who's dialed in at 653. Got 8-4 are coming back. Who's going to be the first one to lock their spot in the round of 4? It's going to be Ernie as Gene trips it red. Ernie punching his ticket to the semifinals due to a red light. Looked like Ernie dropped a little bit of fluid there on the starting line that they're wiping up. But in the water box, left lane, we got Rob McGee, lined up against Aaron Milton. Aaron Milton in the Firebird. Rob in the Dragster. Rob's dialed in at 479. Aaron, 581. Looking to get half of our semifinal field here. And again, these drivers are getting about as much information as I am. And that is none. But they are away. Give it to Aaron Milton, taking out the dragster. Dorcar gets it done. Rob McGee gonna have to test for the rest of the night if he wants to do any time hits. Got Allie House, left lane, lined up against Jared Burtis in the dragster. He's going to be chasing Allie down. Allie's dialed is 628. Jared's dialed 488. Dorcar versus Dragster. Give the win over to the Dorcar. Or to the Dragster, sorry. Jared gets it done. This is our final pair in round number 3 for the Ghost Race. This will be the final entry into the semifinals. One of these drivers is going to come back for the round of 4. The other one's going to have to watch or test. Got Mike Hinch in the left lane, lined up against Jay Larson. who was the potential buy, but when you go 32, 16, 8, 4, and 2, there should not be one. Anybody's race. Give it to Mike Hinch. Mike Hinch punches his ticket into the 4th round in the semifinals for $2,000. Mike Hinch will also be the potential buy. So if you are in the Mike Hinch crew, let him know that when he comes back up, we'll take him to lane number 0. But there should be 4 of you, so he should not get the buy. But in this sport, you never know. Stuff happens. So Mike Hinch would have the potential buy. Again, test and tune, test and tune. We'll take you to 3 and 4. Your time to get some hits in tonight are not going to last forever. We're going to run one more round of the Ghost Race. And then in between the semifinals and finals, that will be your last chance. So if you don't make any passes before the next round of the Ghost Race, don't call it a night. Lawfoltz just went trips. I think that was I think that was like our 7th one tonight. You guys are nasty tonight. Again, test and tune, test and tune. We'll take you to 3 and 4. All right, semifinals, ghost race. We'll take you 1 and 2. Mike Hinch, you're the potential buy. We'll take you to lane 0. There should be 4 of you. So again, semifinals for the ghost race. Take you to 1 and 2. Test and tune will take you to 3 and 4. Again, test and tune. You can make your way to 3 and 4. Ghost Race semifinal 1 and 2. Kyle, answer your phone. Mike Hinch, we're waiting on you. Again, we're waiting on Mike Hinch for the semifinal of the Ghost Race. So Mike Hinch, the rest of the guys are here. We're waiting on you. Test and tune. If you want to make another hit tonight, you can. And then if you look at the 8th mile, we got the slow moving signs there, but we also put up some really nifty blue little lights. This will be the final opportunity for test and tune also between the semifinals and the finals. So we're waiting on Mike so we can run the finals. Or semifinals, sorry. Been a long day. It's only Thursday. It's a good thing I'm not racing. I'd be all over the place. So again, we got the semifinals for the Ghost Race. So this will be the last opportunity for test and tune between the semifinal and the finals of the Ghost Race. So if you want to make another hit or two before we call it a night, get your car ready and bring it on up to 3 and 4. All right, semifinal action for the Ghost Race coming at you. One of these racers is coming back for their shot at $2,000. In the right lane, we got Ernie Scheip in the S10. Going against Jared Burtis in the left in the dragster, down 488. Ernie wanting to lock a door car into the finals right away. Jared wants to lock a dragster into the finals. Jared's going to have to sit for about a second and a half until he can chase down Ernie. They're off. Lock in a dragster for the finals. Jared Burtis getting it done. Next up, we got Mike Hinch in the left lane and the Lucas Oil dragster going against Aaron Milton in the Firebird. Looks like Ernie was continuing to drip some water on the starting line there. So if you're with the Ernie crew, you're going to have to get with him and see what's going on. I think he's dropped a little bit of water every pass he's made. So again, if you're with the Ernie crew, if you just want to let him know to check that S10 out, see what's going on with that. So will it be an all dragster final, or will we get a door car in the mix? In this $2,000 to win Ghost Race, winner take all. Pair of green lights, one light, go to Mike, all dragster final. Mike Hinch carried the bye, so he will have lane choice in the finals. So Mike Inch will get lane choice in the finals for $2,000 against Jared. Couple dragsters duking it out. All right, last chance here for test and tune. So if you want to make a test hit, now's your time. Before we call it a night after the finals. All right. We'll take the final round. Final round for the ghost race. Final round for the ghost race. We'll take you to 1 and 2. Test and tune, you are done. If you wanted to make a pass or if you were on your way back up to make a pass, turn around. We don't want you. You'll get your one hit tomorrow. So Mike Hinch will have lane choice in the finals against Jared. Couple dragsters. Hey, Mike, did you just paint that car? If so, it looks good. All right, dragster's going away. Let's get their tractor's going away. Gosh. Let's go ahead and get suited up for the finals of the ghost race between Jared and Mike. $2,000 winner take all action. And we'll take whoever wins between the two, Jared and Mike, just come right back up for pictures. So I don't know if you want to turn around on the top end and come back down the track or what have you, but whoever wins, just come back up for pictures right away. So again, we got the finals for the Ghost Race gearing up between Mike and Jared. And we need the winner between the two to simply come back up right away for pictures. That way we can get that done and we can call it a night, start scraping the track, get track ready for tomorrow. And again, this race was powered by McGraw Row Clearing. So we want to give a shout out to them, putting up the $2,000 for this race. It didn't cost the racers anything to get into this. So thank you to McGraw Row Clearing for your support here at Cedar Falls Motorsports Park. I know one of these two drivers is going to appreciate it when they hold that check for $2,000. Alrighty. Finals, $2,000 McGraw Row Clearing Ghost Race. In the water box, we got Mike Hinch, left lane. Jared Burtis in the right. Mike Hinch in the left in that Lucas Oil powered dragster, dialed 589. Jared Burtis in the right, dialed 488. In the Burtis family racing dragster. Winner between these two taking home $2,000, getting their weekend paid for before it even starts. Wouldn't that be nice? Cover entry fees, part of the fuel, maybe some buybacks, who knows? They're off. Give it to Mike. Mike gets it done. 1,000 separated them up front. Mike Inch's crew, if he's not going to turn around, just make sure that he comes up right away again for pictures. So congratulations to Mike Hinch. Getting it done tonight. Starting the weekend off with some win lights and a big check. So again, drivers, calling it a night here tonight. Tomorrow, I don't have the run order, but I do have a start time. So tomorrow, gates open at 8 a.m. We'll have time runs at 9 a.m. So gates at 8, on track at 9. Eliminations to follow. So on track at 9 a.m. tomorrow. So in 12 hours, we get to go back to the best thing in the world, and that's racing. So have a good night, everybody. Enjoy this weather. See you in the morning.
Right? Buy a new battery. I hope I don't need a new battery. I'm gone for the weekend. Perfect. I'm just short of where they shoot the trap. Bye.